A dashboard is more than just a collection of gauges and dials. It is the first thing a driver truly sees when sitting inside a car. For much of the 20th century, dashboards were not just functional. They were a canvas for designers to display elegance, innovation, and even fantasy. Imagine opening a car door in 1939, sliding into the seat, and seeing not just speedometers and knobs, but an entire piece of art stretching in front of you. That was the magic of dashboard design in the golden age of the automobile. In the early decades, dashboards were simple wooden panels. But after the 1930s, designers began treating them like jewelry boxes. One of the first masterpieces came from Buick in 1939 with its Y-Job concept car, created by Harley Earl. It featured a sweeping dash with integrated gauges, chrome accents, and a futuristic look that felt more like a luxury yacht than an automobile. The Y-Job set the tone. Dashboards could be bold, glamorous, and theatrical. By the 1950s, America had fallen in love with excess. Cars weren't just machines. They were symbols of freedom, wealth, and imagination. Dashboard designs exploded with creativity. The 1959 Cadillac, for example, wasn't only famous for its tail fins. Inside, it carried a dramatic dashboard filled with jet-age switches, dazzling chrome trim, and a speedometer that seemed to stretch across the horizon. Sitting behind the wheel felt like piloting a rocket ship, rather than driving a car. But beauty wasn't only in the chrome. Designers found ways to make dashboards tell stories. Chrysler, in the mid-1950s, experimented with astrodomy dashboards, where all the gauges were set under a clear bubble of glass. It looked like something from outer space, glowing at night with green illumination. Drivers didn't just see their speed, they experienced a light show. Europe, too, had its champions of design. The 1955 Citroën DS stunned the world with its futuristic body, but step inside and the dashboard was no less revolutionary. A single-spoke steering wheel hovered in front of a curved, minimalist panel. Unlike American cars that flaunted abundance, the DS whispered elegance and simplicity. It was beauty through restraint, a philosophy that would inspire dashboard designs for decades to come. Still, nothing captured the spirit of mid-century dashboard beauty quite like the Chevrolet Corvette. The early 1960s models, especially the 1963 Stingray, delivered a driver-focused cockpit that wrapped around like a fighter jet. Twin hoods over the gauges, polished bezels, and sculpted curves made the driver feel at the center of something extraordinary. It was not just a car. It was a statement that America could craft both speed and style in perfect harmony. But as breathtaking as these dashboards were, they were only the beginning. The 1960s and 70s would bring an era where car interiors became bold experiments in blending art, culture, and technology. Dashboards would no longer just display beauty. They would become symbols of an entire lifestyle, and some of them, as we'll see, became icons of the century. Chapter 2. Dashboards of the Jet Age and Beyond. The 1960s marked the height of dashboard daring. This was the Jet Age, when cars borrowed inspiration from airplanes, rockets, and even science fiction. Dashboards became more than tools. They became cockpits for adventure. Take the 1961 Chrysler Turboflight concept. Type. Its dashboard looked like a pilot's dream. Deep-set gauges, glowing lights, and push-button controls. Even though it never reached production, its influence rippled into Chrysler's production cars of the 1960s, where push-button transmissions and futuristic speedometers became standard. To drive one felt like stepping into tomorrow. The 1963 Corvette Stingray carried this vision even further. Its split dashboard was designed around the driver, with the tachometer and speedometer deeply tunneled, as if shielding the driver from distraction. Chrome toggle switches lined the center, giving the sense of a fighter pilot arming controls. The Stingray's dashboard wasn't just functional. It was cinematic, like starring in your own action film every time you drove. Europe responded with its own masterpieces. Ferrari dashboards of the 1960s, especially the Ferrari 250 series, balanced elegance with passion. They often featured wooden steering wheels, polished metal spokes, and simple, round Jaeger gouges, framed in chrome. Where American dashboards shouted, Ferrari whispered, "This is art." Each gauge was perfectly placed, and every detail served both form and function. Then came the Lamborghini Miura in 1966. Its dashboard was a revolution of Italian flair. Low-slung, leather-wrapped, and infused with bold dials, it felt intimate, almost seductive. Drivers described sitting in a Miura as being embraced by design itself. The dashboard wasn't just a set of controls, it was an extension of the car's soul. The 1970s brought bold experiments. The Pontiac Trans Am delivered a driver-focused dash with deeply hooded gauges, creating a cockpit-like experience. Meanwhile, Saab introduced wraparound dashboards inspired by aircraft, emphasizing safety and ergonomics. Beauty took on new forms, sometimes dramatic, sometimes understated, but always memorable. Yet, beauty in dashboards wasn't only about extravagance. One of the most elegant dashboards of the era belonged to the Mercedes-Benz 280 Pagoda. Clean lines, chrome rim dials, and a large graceful speedometer gave it a timeless charm. Sitting inside a 280 today feels like stepping into a time capsule of mid-century sophistication. But the most daring of all came from American muscle. The Dodge Charger of 1969 had a bold rectangular instrument cluster framed in wood grain, with a 4-pod gauge layout that screamed power. Screamed power. The Mustang Mach-1 of the same year embraced sweeping lines and twin-hood styling, drawing drivers into the drama of speed. These dashboards weren't subtle. They were declarations of identity. By the end of the 1970s, dashboard design was shifting. Technology was on the horizon, and beauty would soon blend with digital innovation. But before that, the 1980s and 90s would give us dashboards that challenged tradition, blending nostalgia with futurism, and leaving behind some of the most beautiful examples of the century. Chapter 3: The Last Great Dashboards of the 20th Century. As the 1980s dawned, car dashboards entered a new age. Technology was advancing, but beauty was not forgotten. Designers faced a challenge: how to blend the elegance of the past with the excitement of the future. One of the boldest steps came from the 1981 Aston Martin Lagonda. Its dashboard was unlike anything seen before. Instead of analog gauges, it featured glowing digital readouts and touch-sensitive controls. For some, it looked bizarre. For others, it was a glimpse of the 21st century. The Lagonda may have been controversial, but it proved that dashboards could still inspire wonder. Meanwhile, BMW was redefining beauty through simplicity. The BMW 3 Series of the 1980s introduced driver-oriented dashboards that angled slightly toward the driver. It was a subtle touch, but it created intimacy. The layout was clean, balanced, and timeless. Decades later, many still see it as one of the most elegant dashboards ever designed. In Japan, Mazda stunned the world with the MX-5 Miata in 1989. Its dashboard was simple, light, and uncluttered, echoing the philosophy of classic British roadsters. Beauty was found in balance. Nothing more, nothing less. The Miata's interior was proof that sometimes the most powerful design is the most restrained. The 1990s brought a wave of dashboards that blended luxury with modernity. Lexus, with its LS 400, created a masterpiece of quiet elegance. Smooth curves, flawless ergonomics, and perfect materials made it a benchmark for refinement. Meanwhile, Acura introduced dashboards that glowed with cool, futuristic lighting, creating a soft, inviting atmosphere at night. But perhaps the most beautiful dashboard of the late 20th century came from Porsche. The 911, throughout its iterations, held onto its iconic 5-gauge cluster. By the 1990s, it had evolved into a perfect marriage of heritage and modernity. Each dial was placed with purpose, and the design felt timeless. Sitting behind the wheel of a 911 was not just driving, it was entering a tradition of beauty that spanned decades. By the year 2000, dashboards were becoming dominated by screens, electronics, and computer systems. The art of sculpted chrome, sweeping curves, and hand-finished wood was fading. But the beauty of 20th century dashboards still endures, not just in the cars that remain, but in the memories they created. When we look back today, we don't just see gauges and switches. We see entire eras reflected in those panels. America's optimism, Europe's elegance, Japan's precision. Dashboards told the story of who we were and what we dreamed of becoming. And perhaps that is why the dashboards of the 20th century remain so beautiful. They were not just about driving. They were about wonder, imagination, and the belief that even the space in front of us behind the wheel could be a work of art.